Welcome to the But Also Trail Running Podcast. I'm your host, Celeste Fong. Let me start with a warning that this is an adult-only podcast. There will be profanity and indecent conversations. I would apologize, but I'm not really sorry. So tonight, I am joined by the idiots, except for Waffle. Waffle had to take her kid to soccer. Only reasonable excuse. So everyone say hi to Have You Met Danielle?
Hi.
She wants me to lie to you and say that she's the best, but she's a fucking asshole.
And that's why you love me so much. That's what makes me the best.
Fair. And then we have Liz Vicious. Vish, say hi.
Hi. I won't start the podcast with ASMR.
And she came on and she was like chewing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And last but definitely I can't even talk today.
Wow.
Definitely not least, or maybe he is the least, and like
he's the least represented in our group.
That is actually fair. Obviously, I'm talking about Mommy. And I heard frogs today. And once again, I felt this overwhelming urge to protect those babies.
Poor Craig.
Hey, hi, Craig.
Did you say you're recording this? What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was a single, off-hook comment made, 4 years ago, and we weren't friends yet, so I don't know how you remember this.
I don't know. I don't even know what you said about frogs.
All I said was I liked the sound. That was it.
Somehow we turned that into like a...
Because you turn everything I say gets turned into...
No, he was hoping that if he kissed a frog, it would turn into a princess.
See, I'm protecting those poor frogs.
I don't think I actually said that, but okay. You know.
Well, we said that maybe you could kiss a frog and it would turn into a prince, and you said you would prefer a princess.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, absolutely.
So it was valid. It was, you know.
But of course, it's that part that everybody remembers, not the fact that you guys were even talking about kissing a frog to turn him into a prince.
No.
No.
It's okay when we discuss it.
That's different.
That's what we normally discuss, in fact.
Yeah, for real. So this weekend, we haven't mentioned that in literal years. And Danny and Liz and I were all out this weekend. Monungatuk, and I'm like, are those frogs? Oh, they feel safe because Craig is out of state.
I had forgotten that that had even come up as an issue type of thing. So
because it was years ago.
It was.
We have found so many.
It was negative 2 years before we were friends, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not like you don't give us new material to work with, constantly.
Plenty.
And not even meaning to, because, it can be anything, and you guys will find a way to make me pay for it.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah. What are you saying?
What do you mean?
You love to torture me?
Okay, I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's accurate.
No less.
Anyway, so 2 things that I wanted to talk about with the idiots tonight. First of all, I know that I took a couple weeks off. I guess I posted on something about the surgery, or I mentioned something that I was having surgery. And I've had a lot of people reach out to check on me. So I just wanted to give a quick update. I had been in an exorbitant amount of pain for a while, to the point where I couldn't even function. I barely could stand up. If it gets bad enough for me to go to the hospital, it's really bad. And that's where I got, and tons of tests later, and my doctor thought it was uterine cancer. So I had to have surgery and biopsies and all this shit, and it was just a rough few weeks. Had the surgery, the biopsy, it was benign. That's a good one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was benign, so it is not cancer. They did find out what was wrong with me. The surgery fixed it. You guys really don't want details. But the good news, I just went back for my post-op, and I have permission to start training again. And I'm okay. So thank you for everybody who well wishes and checking on me and all that shit, because I really appreciate it. But part of that is like you never know when like this kind of shit is going to pop up and how it affects training. Right?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
for all
Well,
intents and purposes, I've had like a month and a half with practically no miles
For you, yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the effects of that, right? Like my lungs suck. I gained weight. Running, oh my God, I tried running the other day and I was like, oh, so just I now have an elephant on my chest. Oh, and then I rolled my ankle like 4 times.
More than that.
At least, yeah. And it was crazy because Craig was like out of state and it was his fault.
I had the voodoo doll with me, you know. I was twisting that ankle periodically.
Okay, that I actually fucking believe, you asshole. But anyway, all right. So because of all this, we were talking the other day about, I do have to seriously consider whether or not I'll be able to have enough training to be ready for the Cut 112. Now, can I pull a 100-miler out of my ass? Yes. But the cut is different. So we were discussing, do I do the 50 or do I do the 100? And I haven't decided this yet. I'm going to give it a month of training. But I'm just curious what you guys think. Like, what is the tipping point for you guys? Like, would you do the easier, not that the 50-miler for the cut is easy, but would you do the more secure, yes, I can finish that, no chance of DNF? Or do you try for the harder one and just fuck it, who cares what happens? Just curious. Danny, what would you do?
So I think it depends, right? So if you're feeling like your body's in good condition and you want to attempt it, then I think you say go ahead and you go for the 112. But I think if you are at a point where you're uncertain, in order to avoid injury or making it worse, then you back down to the 50. Just to err on the side of caution, because you have other races that are coming up and you don't want to be out for all of those too.
Yeah.
That's my perspective.
Yeah, and I guess my comment, kind of in that same realm. It's more of a question of, to me, are you concerned about DNFing just because you don't think you can make it, or are you concerned about getting injured? If you're concerned about getting injured, that's one thing. Or if you think there's a big chance of getting injured, because of the non-training, that's different than just feeling like, oh, I might not be able to make it.
100%.
I'm going to get too tired, or I'm not going to, feel good enough to finish. If that's the concern, to me, I think you try for the harder, because that's something you can fight through and you have support. You have plenty of people that, we will have for pacers and crewing that would support you and help you get through that. But if it's, because I'm not trained enough, I'm afraid that I'm going to actually injure myself, I would say, yeah, you probably should look at dropping down. That's just my view of it.
What about
I
you,
agree
Liz?
with that.
Honestly, you've done, and I don't mean this in a negative way. I just mean this in more of a typical ultra runner way. You've done dumb shit before, but as Craig and Danny said, if it comes down to, if I do this, will I injure myself to the point where I have to duck out of my other races and recover from an injury, versus, okay, my body can handle this. It's gonna suck, but I can push through. I'll make an attempt to accomplish this goal.
I mean, it's going to suck no matter what.
I was going to say, even if she's trained, it's going to suck.
It's going to suck.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's the thing. Like, I think, obviously, injuries can happen at any time. Right?
Yeah.
And I do think that, like, if this were my first attempt at a 100-miler, I would absolutely 100% be like, absolutely not. You haven't done the training. No.
Right.
You know what I mean? but I think that I have enough experience doing high mileage, and I have no problem stopping.
Agreed.
That is-
Agreed. And you know the majority of these, most of these trails that you're going to be on, you know, like it's not like you've never been on these trails before.
right,
You know,
I mean,
a couple of them you're not as familiar with, but the majority of them you're pretty familiar with. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to get myself into. You know what you're getting yourself into.
right. I know every step. I mean, I've obviously done every inch of the trail multiple times. The last 50, I've done a million times. I was just on part of it today. So I guess I guess you're right. Like, and there's a big difference between someone who's done, you know what I mean? Like, if you've done a few half marathons, but you didn't train for a half marathon, you can push your way through a lot of times without getting hurt.
Danny has never done that ever.
No.
You mean like
Nope.
when we all signed up for Providence and the bitch backed out at the last minute?
I mean, that was totally
Wait,
different.
But she was truly injured, and
Stop
that was
defending
the
her.
smart choice. That was the smart choice. Well, then she did do New York, and she still wasn't 100%. So yeah.
I don't want you defending her. We all got stuck in Providence because of her, and now she's gonna do the same thing. Me and Tony are gonna do Hartford this year. I don't care.
She hasn't actually committed.
Yeah, she hasn't tried to recruit us.
Right.
He hasn't committed to it yet. I think I have committed to it, and he just basically said that if I did, maybe he would.
Let's get him to
And-
Boston first, and then he can
Well, exactly.
decide.
And if I'm going to do Hartford,
Craig's doing Hartford.
exactly.
Wait a minute.
You're my training partner. You're my training partner. You don't have a choice in what we do.
Plus, you've been wanting to work on speed, Craig. I know I heard that rumor somewhere that you wanted Danny to push your pace during long runs.
And I need to push my pace again. So the best way to do it is to make you push yours.
Craig hung up, never talking to us again.
No, that was after Colchester, and he talked to me that day, so we're good.
Oh, he hated you.
No,
He made the mistake of telling our massage therapist that he, it killed him when Danny pushed, but afterwards he felt good. So, like, our massage therapist, I've been going to him for over 10 years, and everybody else goes to him now because he's the fucking best. But so he immediately goes to me and Danny, and he's like, Craig wants to work on like PRing distance, like speed.
So yeah, he may have misinterpreted what I said and how I said it. But
Knowing him, he intentionally misinterpreted.
Yes, because yes.
He's a troll.
I may have said something about the fact that, we did Colchester and what we did without real training. That, Cheshire, I wonder, because it's flat here, that, could we do better?
Obviously.
I think Colchester, not Colchester, Cheshire, the back half is hillier than the front half, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Even then, it's just kind of rolling hills. It's not like Colchester.
No.
Right.
When you get off the rail trail, there's like one hill that is a bit of a bear, but after that, it's not bad. It's still fairly flat. So
I did that race like 10 years ago or more. I don't even remember.
And last year we did it and helped JB PR, and we were. I was overly surprised because I didn't feel like we pushed it, and we still came within what I had planned on trying to get to anyway. So
this year we're gonna get even faster.
JB's awesome. Just for a record.
Yes, he is.
Hands down, one of the best humans.
We should have him on the show.
Yes.
Just because he's amazing. I used to play Pokemon with him all the time. Because we're dorks.
I could be that.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. Pros and cons of doing like distance. And I'm talking about my personal experience, but I think that every ultra runner in the world has gone through this, right? Or maybe not even ultra, like even, you signed up for the marathon, but you go down to the half or something, you know what I mean? Like the downgrades.
Yeah.
I think it's a thing that a lot of runners have gone through. I
For
don't,
sure.
again, I'm not going to make this decision right now. I'm going to see how training goes over the next month. I'm finally getting back out there. I did 10 miles this weekend. I did another 10 miles today, which I know is not up to what I'm used to, but like I'm consistently getting out like multiple times a week at least.
Yeah.
Which is
Well, now that the weather's warmer, your lungs won't scream at you quite as badly as
Right.
hopefully.
This winter was horrible for you because your lungs never do well in cold, and it was cold
And it
this
was
winter.
very cold. And then with not being able to do the mileage and everything,
Yeah.
I put on 10 pounds, which may not seem like a lot, but when you're 5 feet tall, it is a lot. And that affects my breathing. So I guess, pros and cons, right? Like the 50 miler will suck no matter what, because it's fucking 50 miles of, it's a beautiful trail, but
You've been there, done that.
I've been there, done that. I could do it. Like I could push through, especially because there's like 24-hour limit. So even if I fucking crawled 10 miles, I'd still finish it.
Yeah.
No problem. That is one of those things where I know I can do it. So, pro for that is like, it's security. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's not a challenge because it's still a challenge, obviously. But it's one that I know I can do, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The con is my head is a messed up place. No matter what, I'm going to think I wimped out. Even if I know I did the right thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think you see how number one, your lungs feel over the next month. See if that improves, because that's been an ongoing issue for you recently, more so than some of the past.
Yes.
And you see how your fueling goes, and if you can get that under control, and you make a decision based on the two.
Well, and fueling is always hit or miss with me, but I have been trying a few different things. I'm going to have to keep trying, because what happens, and I don't know if anybody has any recommendations, but I get to a point where usually I can't get anything down.
Because you don't continually eat throughout. You wait too long to start trying to do that.
Yeah, because it just, even if I start early, I get to that point. It's so gross. So I've thought of a few things. Like I tried the Off Fields gummies, and they have a hydration. They sent me some like free hydration to see if that increases my appetite. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But I also have to watch, because if I do too much of that, then I'm going to be sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find the balance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's there somewhere.
And whoever crews and paces me, good luck, people. Love you. Oh, yeah. By the way, no matter what, I'm going to need. But Craig is my crew chief. So he will be doing all the recruiting and planning and organizing. I don't know if he knows all this yet, but I guess
I was told. Yes.
Yeah. So I am going to need some pacers and crew and all that shit. So there. But yeah, babysitting me will be very difficult, because it's going to have to be like, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip. You know what I mean? Like, not for like the first 50. I'm usually pretty good. But once I start getting tired, then I really need to be babysat. Like, and whoever babysits me has to be ready to be verbally abused.
Yep. And to verbally abuse in return.
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm not pleasant when I get to that point.
You're not pleasant at any point in time.
Fuck you. I am charming and lovely and entertaining.
Yes. Yep. I am washing my hair
I don't care. I will be washing your hair in a stream that we go by. Except you'll be face down.
I mean,
You- you-
that means that I can be out of it. Because if I'm face down in the stream, I think I'm out.
you need this for training for your 100-miler that you're doing later in the year.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. Well, so the cut is like June.
Yep.
In the
Right.
middle of June, we're going to Niagara Falls for the 50K,
Yep.
which Cassie's coming. I'm so excited. And then July is Notchview, where we're all doing 100-milers except for Craig because he's a fucking asshole.
And me.
No. You're doing 100-miler.
Moving on.
Craig is doing Ragnar?
I'm
Yes.
doing Ragnar and then coming for the 24 hours
Right.
at
So
Notchview.
you're stupid and we will ridicule you. And then what's after that? Oh, Anchor Down is
Mhm.
August.
Yep.
And then we have a Ragnar in September. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep, Reach the Beach.
And then Danny's doing Hartford Marathon alone because I ain't doing that shit.
Maybe.
You don't want me to do Hartford Marathon. Every time I've done it, it's been cold and rainy.
No,
You
thank
don't
you.
want me to do it.
Please stay at home, Liz.
Liz, you're not allowed to even say Hartford Marathon. And then November's Hamster Wheel.
Yep.
We got a lot of big races coming up. Because, like I said, we're all doing 100-milers except for Craig.
That's so funny.
But you know what'll be the best part of that is next year we're gonna make him do one.
We'll see.
No,
We'll
we'll
see.
see. Everyone else will thoroughly enjoy you hitting 100-miler.
Watching you suffer through it, yes.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
that's the part we enjoy.
I was gonna say.
Obviously.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy, my agony.
Oh yes, absolutely. The other thing we're gonna enjoy is we told Mike he has to dress up as a minion at Notchview.
Isn't he trying for a huge number
Yeah.
Yes.
at Notchview?
Yeah. He wants to do a lot, like hundreds, which I support. I mean, he is he's stubborn, and I think if his training keeps going well, he was injured, which kind of, but if his training keeps going well, he's got a chance of doing it because he is a relentless beast.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Taylor's going to be there to crew and pace.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She's not running it, but she'll be there to pace.
She'll kick him in gear.
Exactly. Exactly. Which is amazing. I love that for him. But he made the mistake of saying that we were his minions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, no.
No, because you're the queen, so you get the minions, right?
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But at least I'm good to my minions sometimes.
Except for on 100-mile runs, yeah.
I just get a little
A little?
Selena. She's like, take a drink, and I'm like, fuck you,
And she just said, "Okay,
Yeah.
take a drink."
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit what I have to say.
No.
Which is why she's really good at pacing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you need someone who will. And well, you have to know your runner, right?
Yeah.
There's certain people where they just want to have somebody that will talk to them, and then there's people that need okay, take this, do this, do this, do that, and they need that regimented, let's go. Me and Art, when we were doing some miles together at Hamster Wheel, and Pop-Tarts was pacing, and he would just all right, we're running for 30 seconds. And we would gripe and we would complain and we would joke, but it was, I think, 2-minute walk, 30-second run or something like that. And he was diligent. Hamster Wheel is very easy to do that. It's not as easy on the cut because
Right. Yeah, because it depends on terrain.
I'm not sprinting up,
No.
I was climbing Lamentation today, huffing and puffing like a porn star. I'm like, I am out of shape.
It'll come back.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We were doing Monongahatuck and we were like, this is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And that trail's pretty flat for trails.
Yeah, my legs were yelling at me for a couple days afterwards. So I'm like, yep, I
Were
need to get back on
they?
trail.
Well, yeah, because trail legs are different. You're using different muscles. I'm kind of surprised that the trails are not more destroyed.
They weren't bad.
They really were not that bad.
Because
When I
there's so
went,
much snow, no one has been on them. So
well, no, I mean from the snow
From the erosion.
and
Yeah,
from
After it all
just
melted.
mud and flooding. And
They
It
were
wasn't
not
as
bad.
muddy as I thought it was going to be.
exactly. I went out, so maybe 2 weeks ago when there was still snow on the ground, whatever it was, I had gone out just to do a couple miles of trails right next to my house. And there was still like places that without like
yeah,
yak tracks or whatever, it was hard to get through because it was so slippery. And then there was frozen like water and flooding and it was awful. I did the exact same trails today and it wasn't, I mean, there was still some mud and a little bit of flooding, but not
I
like,
mean, yeah, I mean, it worked out. The way the snow melted wasn't a huge, melt immediately type of thing. And outside of that one rainstorm, we haven't had a lot of rain.
That's true.
I think it's supposed to rain
Oh.
tomorrow though. And all weekend. Is it?
Oh, I
Maybe
thought it
not
was
all
supposed to be
weekend.
dry this weekend.
Also, this is going to be released tomorrow, so it'll be perfect. So this weekend is Sleeping Giant Ultra. So I think there's a 25K and a 50K on Sunday. So I will be there. I can't wait to see everybody. And then what's coming up after that? Oh, Lake Warramog. I think that they're looking for volunteers for both. So Sleeping Giant 50K, I think I saw Rebecca post that they still needed volunteers for that. If anybody's around Sunday. And then Lake Warramog, we still need some volunteers, I think. So reach out to Bill Oldendahl or sign up to register on the website. Because you guys are going to all be there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We will be doing your bidding, whatever you tell us to do.
Yes.
Speaking of minions,
I will be driving around making sure all the aid stations and the runners are taken care of. Danny's going to be my little bitch.
Your passenger princess, as I am good at.
Passenger princess. And then I think Craig and Liz, you'll be at the main aid station?
yep, I think I signed up for the main aid station.
Yeah, I think I said I would help out at any of them that they needed, but usually I end up at the main one. So.
And then, of course, the Culture Aid Station and Eminem. Don't forget that. But, the Culture Aid Station is the party. So make sure everybody stops in and says hi. Anyway, all right. Anything else we need to talk about? I just wanted to kind of let everybody know where I was at and then, discuss. And I'm curious how other people feel about it, too. Like, when do you, downgrade to the shorter distance? And when do you just try and push through? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's going to end up being a feel thing where, I don't know whether there's a cutoff for at least a cut as to when you can downgrade, but I think, on a typical race, usually there's a cutoff point where you can downgrade. And I think at that point, you have to make a determination of how you're feeling and where you feel like you would be at, in the time frame you have left.
Because I don't think, now, of course, like I said, injuries can happen all the time.
Oh, right. Exactly.
But I'm usually pretty good about going, let's not do this.
Yeah.
I am pretty good at knowing I'm just being a little bitch and
When you
stop.
actually need to tap out.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I never quit because I'm a little bitch. I'm not saying that because I'm a little bitch. But I think if I'm not trained well enough, I think my body will give out before I injure myself.
Yeah. Right. And I think to me that would be a not necessarily the I don't want to say excuse, but the reason to drop down would be, oh, my body's going to give out. Well, you don't know. So why not try?
And you never know. Like when I did the 50, I went into that thinking I was going to,
Oh, yeah.
I was going
You
to
were like,
finish, but like
it
how
was going to be
bad was it?
close. Yeah, you thought it was going to be close, and you ended up a few hours ahead of what you expected to get done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think you obliterated your A goal.
I did. I was a couple hours faster than my A goal. So like you just never know when things are going to go right and when things are not going to go right. And honestly, you could train and train and train and train and
oh yeah,
be like
Yeah.
all ready for it, and it's still not going. I mean, like Liz, you are very good at training. Like you stick to a training plan, you have a trainer, like you're really really good at that. And like at hamster wheel, like
Got a stress fracture.
yeah, like you end up, and it wasn't from lack of training or I mean, like sometimes you do everything right and the race still doesn't go well.
Yeah, it was just a weird perfect storm of the weather, and for some reason my shin decided,
Right. Well, I think too, you end up doing, and I don't know if this is why, but sometimes the way a course is can affect things, right? Like where you live, a lot of your training miles are not flat, right? And hamster
yeah, I was gonna
wheels
say
flat. So, your
my
body's
body.
not used to doing flat. I mean, I know we do Weathersfield once a week or something, but it's still very, like Weathersfield's good training for hamster wheel, right? Because it's flat.
Oh yeah,
The farm is
except for the
really
mountain.
good hamster wheel training, or
yeah.
rail trail, but fuck rail trail.
Yeah.
Um,
I was going to say that, but I knew you wouldn't like that. But yeah, the farm's actually good too.
do you guys remember
And
when you made me do a marathon and most of it was on rail trail?
oh, that was the best day ever.
Yeah, you guys got taken out of the will that day. Just so you know.
We all suffered that day. Truthfully, that
That,
was
Not me.
oh yeah, because
you.
you're an asshole.
I was still injured.
I don't. Your
Oh,
excuses are unacceptable.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hmm. Well, she said she was injured.
She
Yeah,
was home with a glass of wine and a book and a fire, and she just laughed at us.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
it's very possible.
Was that the
With
weekend
injury, but,
with the injury? Right. Was that the weekend where the guys jumped in the frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say there were a bunch of random guys in the woods who were swimming
wait.
in frozen
I was
water.
there for
My
that.
family was there for
Right.
that.
You were there for part of it. You just
You
didn't
just didn't
stay
do
for
the
the
full
whole.
marathon.
No,
Right.
I couldn't
Yeah.
do the whole thing yet because I was still
But
coming back.
Right.
yeah, but you went to McDonald's with us.
Of course.
That's the best part of that trail. Like Shinipsit
Yeah.
from Valley Falls to McDonald's and back is like one of my favorite runs to do with you fucking morons. Yeah, that was a fun day. Anyway, I digress. All right. Do we have anything else we need to discuss?
So because you didn't do your 50K this month, does that mean you have to do 2 next month?
No.
Probably. Yeah.
I think it means that Craig has to do one for you.
Oh, yes. Yes. You have to do my 50K. A real friend would.
You're welcome.
You're my best friend.
Wow.
Yeah, I support that.
I think because Craig called you out on it, he gets to do one for you.
I agree.
And so as my training partner, I think Danny has to do it with me.
I mean,
I asked for that one.
you really did. We were legit going to do one this weekend, but after I rolled my ankle like the 4th time, it was more than that. But
Oh no.
Yeah,
Makes
no,
sense.
you were a
Yeah,
mess.
yeah.
and when
Yeah.
I got home, it's still a little swollen. It's not huge, and it's still twingy a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good.
But
Yeah, you
well,
don't-
that's why I was like, okay, I could push through the 50K, but
Mm-mm.
then what?
Right. Yeah.
I
Then
would
you-
rather have consistent training
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
build up correctly.
Yeah.
Because we've seen how many people have we seen get hurt because they didn't train correctly and went out.
Yeah. And not listen to their body and say, hey, wait a minute, let me back off a little bit.
Right. And again, there are times your body tells you you're done, that it's lying to you.
Right.
And it's a lesson you have to learn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, through trial and error, but we all get there.
Yeah, first hamster wheel. I thought I was done, and you're like, okay, go lay down. And when you feel better, get back out there.
Yeah, and you went back out and did quite a few miles.
It does work.
It does. Well, and sometimes, especially like those kind of races, like in the dark and it's cold and your mind starts where, you know what I mean? Like just even going to your car for an hour can totally switch. Once that sun starts coming up, I don't know why, but like once the morning starts, people take their lights off and everybody's like, good morning. And I don't know, maybe it's coffee. I don't drink coffee, so why would I know? But it's just like the whole vibe changes.
Maybe it's the bacon that they bring out.
Mhm.
Okay, bacon, yes.
The breakfast sandwiches. Yep.
Mm.
You had me at bacon. Or the pancakes. Do you remember when Jillian like took a pancake and like asked me a
Every
question
time you
and I
open
went
your
to
mouth,
answer it,
she
she
shoved it
just
in your mouth.
it shoved it in my mouth.
And Ashley and I were taking notes because we were going to pace you for the cut.
Yeah. And then Ashley tried killing me by giving me gross shit
Oh
from
my
the Chex
God.
Mix. Oh, so
I
I
was gonna
made my
say,
own trail mix. I took Chex Mix and I took out all the rye chips and the breadsticks because they're disgusting. And I gave them all to Ashley. I gave her a bag of the stuff I don't like. And then I added dried blueberries and M&Ms. And I've been
Very
trying
good.
that on the trail. Danny tried to throw it on the ground. But, well, because I figure if I can, that might be a good, because it's sweet and salty.
Yep.
Mhm.
It
Good
might be a
combo.
good combo to get, you know what I mean? Because we're working on my nutrition. That's always my problem with races. And dehydration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Danny's doing her first 100-miler.
Oh my God, no.
We should ask Marcus. I bet he'll agree with me.
I don't think we should ask Marcus.
I definitely think we should ask Marcus. Marcus
I
knows
think
everything.
Marcus will agree with whatever I want.
Willie.
On that, yeah. If I say I'm not doing it, he'll be like, okay,
He really will.
I support that.
Hey, you know,
Because he'll be
Caleb's
like,
going to
oh,
be
more
there.
time.
At Notchview.
Yes, love
Caleb's
him.
going to be there. I adore him. Yeah.
The biggest smile.
The whole time. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I just ran 200 miles. He was so out of it. It was adorable.
But he still has that goofy smile. I love it so much.
I know. Did Sweet Baby Angel sign up?
I don't know.
I thought he signed up for the 100-miler. I don't know, though.
I should check, but that would take work.
No, he signed up for the 48-hour.
Oh, he'll do 148.
Yeah.
As long as he drinks and eats and, you know.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go to bed. That's my bedtime. I love you, idiots.
Love you.
People.
You too.